Hello, guys. A couple of you are here already. A few of you are here already. Good morning. Let's see. Shuggy, Julian, iPhone, something, Eva. Um, Welcome to Better Balance. Um, let's have fun today. Pre-Thanksgiving workout. By the way, we are closed next week, so there's no class. So I hope I'll chat with you at the end. So not much new today. We're going to do wall push-ups and box squats and have fun. So, by the way, if you notice, I can't tell if you can see the difference, but I have a ring light today. So it's a little different. So this holder is kind of like protruding. So I have to like see if I can see myself. May have to move back a little bit. I'm a little chilly. I'm going to keep my jacket on through the warm up and then um, I may have to take it off. This room is cold today. So, anyway, let's get started. So, stand up nice and tall, tilt your head down, and tilt your chin up. I'm going to get closer so you can see what I'm doing. So, you're tilting your head down and just tilting your chin to the side, back and forth, nice and gentle. And then head up and look left to right. Your shoulders are still pointing towards the front. You're just moving your head and your neck. And shoulder rolls, bringing your shoulders up towards your ears, rolling them back. And arm circles, nice, deep, nice, wide arm circles. Modify at shoulder height if you have pain or discomfort in your shoulder. And switch direction. And now swing your arms around your body, get movement in your torso. And hip circles, 5 in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to add a little bit of knee circles too for my arthritic knees. Just, I'm not counting. And then switch direction. I don't know if that helps, but it doesn't hurt to try. It doesn't hurt. Um, Hip hinges. This is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And heel taps to the front, pressing your arms out. And then we're going to do kickbacks, bringing your heels towards your glutes, row in your arms. And then skaters, one leg behind the other on a diagonal. Keep your arms moving. And then we're going to do side steps. Just bring your feet together, step to the side, bring your feet together, step to the other side, bring your arms out. And same thing, bring your feet together, step to the front on a diagonal. Trying to move in all directions in our warm-up. And then just march it out. I'm going to put my hair up, march it out, keep your arms moving. And opposite hand to knee, bringing your knees up a little bit higher. and take it down. So let's do 5 calf raises, holding on lightly if you need to, just rolling up on your toes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was going to keep going. And then we're going to do a little cervical spine work. I think I can take my jacket off now. I'm a little bit warmer. Just cervical spine work. So your shoulders are pointed forward, standing up tall. Just give yourself a double chin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's do our posture check. Standing up nice and tall, feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Plumb line pulling you up, one hand behind your head, the other on your chin. Push your chin back into the hand that's in the back. The chin should be parallel to the ground, not pushed up or down. Your head is on top of your shoulder, ear over your shoulder, shoulder over your hip, hip over your knee, knee over your ankle. Belly button pulled towards your spine, slight hip tilt forward, relaxed shoulders, shoulder blades pointing towards your back pocket. So every week, same thing. When we're sitting and standing, we're paying attention to our posture. My lower back is against the back of the chair, because this is just how these spirits are. But if your full back is against the chair, you're still sitting upright and keeping your posture nice and tall. You're not slumping and letting the chair support you. You're still sitting up tall. And you should, if you're spending a lot of time at a computer or just sitting, just try to be cognizant of this and get up and move around and work on that posture, sitting and standing. So let's do foot and ankle work, feet up. And I want to make sure that when you're doing this, that you're pointing and flexing at your ankle. I'm going to show you at the side, not just moving your leg up and down. You're articulating right at the ankle. So we're going to do 10 point and flex, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the opposite direction, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slide towards the end of the chair. Look down at your feet. They shouldn't be here or here. At least shoulder width or wider. The wider your feet are, the more secure your base of support is. So we're going to do 10 sits to stand, arms up or down, pushing off the chair, cross your chest or straight out. Find a focal point so that you're not folding over as you do this. And if you have knee issues and you need a little help, go ahead. You could even put like a sofa cushion on the chair if you need a little bit of more height, can be a little bit easier on your knees. Just be careful. You may want to put your chair against the wall so that it's not sliding around. So let's do 10 reps. Keep your head up. 1, with a lot of control, sit down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So stand up. We're going to do box squats, but first we're going to do push-ups. So I don't know how high your counter is, your kitchen counter or a table. But if you want to challenge yourself, put use your counter. The only thing to make sure of is if you're using your counter. I'm just giving you an example. This chair is not wide enough for me to have my hands wide. But if you notice, my shoulder and arms are still in the same position. And I'm not going to do a full one because this is not the most stable thing. But you could challenge yourself instead of doing a wall push up by using your kitchen counter. Just make sure that your body is in a straight line, that you're not pushing your hips or just your shoulder in. You're moving your entire body in a plank position. Arms at your side, head in line with your spine. You're looking slightly on a diagonal when you're doing this. And if your arms are up by your head, bring them down. So tilt your hip under and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And grab your weights. We're going to do box squats with weights. If it makes you feel a little bit more secure, put your chair against a wall so that you don't feel like it's going to move from under you. So we're sitting towards the end of the chair. I'm going to do this sideways. I start from seated because there's a trust issue that you don't feel like the chair is behind you. So your feet should be at least shoulder width apart. I'm going to hold the weights up at my chest, head up, find that focal point, keep your eyes on it, stand, contract your glutes, sit slightly and up again. 2, 3, push through your feet, your heels. 4, contract your glutes. 5, contract your glutes for everyone. 6, head up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And right back into our push-ups. We're not going to take a break yet. However, if you need to take a break, don't wait for me. Take your break. Last set of push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to go right back into our box squats. Eventually, I want to do where we're going to start standing where you're just aiming towards the chair without actually sitting, but we are not there yet, maybe in the new year. So feet at least shoulder width apart, find that focal point, stand, squeeze your glutes. 2, 3, 4, your head up. 5, 6, 7, all the way up. 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to go into bent over rows. So in my class, I've been having, we just, I want perfect form for everyone. It's hard to do that in a class with a lot of people. I could really work on that individually with a client. So try to find ways to make sure everyone is doing it as best they can. So you're bent at the knee, bent at the hip, your belly button's pulled in. In my class, I would say no one's looking up at me because your eyes are straight ahead on a diagonal looking at the floor. If you're looking up at me, you're not doing it correctly. So You could bend. You don't have to get all the way to parallel with your torso, but you're looking down at the ground on a diagonal. Arms straight out in front of you. Your shoulders are not hiked up, and elbows up. Squeeze your shoulder blades. 1, 2, belly button pulled in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to do single leg deadlifts or modified deadlifts. I'm doing the modified deadlifts because I don't want to stand too much on my left leg. So the single leg deadlift, it's going to be the outside leg that works, not the inside leg. The outside leg, the weight is next to your leg. You can hold both weights, one weight, or try if you want to do it without the weights. For the single leg deadlift, you're just bringing your leg up to parallel. You're keeping your hips square to the front. You're not rolling over. And if parallel is too much, maybe here. The modified deadlift is there's a little bit of a stagger. The back heel is off the ground. It's not too wide. And what you're doing is not pushing your hips down, it's pushing your hips straight back and standing up and squeezing your glutes. That's the option I'm going to do. Choose the one that's best for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch over to the other side. You notice that my legs bend a little bit because I'm moving them. I'm not keeping them really stiff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of bent over rows. So bend at the hip, bend at the knee. Keep your eyes on a diagonal right in front of you. This keeps your head in line with your spine. Belly button pulled in. 1, keep your elbows close to your body. 2, squeeze your shoulder blades. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And, for this one, I'm actually going to do a single leg deadlift because I can stand on my right leg. And then for the other one, I'll do the modified. I usually like symmetry, but today I'm going to make an exception. So standing up nice and tall, just bring your legs straight back. Try to keep your legs straight, your knees are not locked out, however. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's switch sides. And this one, I'm going to do the modified. 1, all the way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's get a water break. I'll check in to see who else joined us. Grab some water. By the way, no sit in. Keep moving. Eva Ping is here. Hi, Sarah. And we're going to do shoulders and leg extensions. I'm going to start with shoulders. As usual, we're doing this in a, people keep texting me. I don't know if you can hear it, and I can't turn it off. I don't think you can hear it. Anyway, I'm going to do the hardest version for me first, since my back leg is not the best supportive leg right now, but having my left leg in the back is harder for me. So I'm going to do that one first, just get it over with. And I'm going to do external rotations today. So you notice my elbows locked at the side. I'm not moving them. If you want to do lateral raises, go ahead. No higher than your shoulders and your elbows are soft. So let's do 10, nice and tall, belly button pulled in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And grab your sofa cushion, Pilates ball, toilet paper, anything that you have. I'm going to do this sideways because I really want to make sure you're focusing on flexing your foot. It shouldn't just be hanging out. You want a real flexion in your foot. That helps to engage your quads. And sitting up tall, keeping a lot of pressure on the ball, belly button pulled in. Try not to hike up your shoulders. I actually have a tendency to do that too, to be honest. So extend your leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If I hold on lower on the chair, I don't hike my shoulders up. So set up again, make sure your belly button's pulled in, your head is up. Extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last set of shoulders. And now I'm going to put my left foot in front. And normally this is easier for me these days. So standing up tall and extend out. 1, keep your elbows on your side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's put our weights away. I just noticed I don't have something plugged in. So plug it in right now. And last set of leg extension. We have new weights and they have a tendency to roll all over the place. So sit up nice and tall, belly button pulled in, extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch to the other side. Check your pressure on your ball or whatever you have. 1, 2. Check your flexion in your foot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're done with that for the time being. We're going to do bicep curls and slow marches. So notice my elbows also locked at my side here. I know sometimes if you can't see yourself, you're not quite sure that you're not quite aware that you're doing something like this when you're doing biceps. I see this in my class. So your elbow's locked at your side and you're bringing your elbow up and down. We're going to do alternating arm and leg. This is also a cognitive exercise, core exercise, balance exercise. So I can't hear what you're doing. I want you to do with this with a lot of control. So if you were in front of me, I wouldn't hear you step down on the ground. I don't know if you can hear that, but it should be as silent as possible because you have so much control. Against a wall, if you feel a little bit unstable, so that if you need to, you could just lean back. I'm going to start with my right arm and left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And calf raises. Holding on lightly to the chair, standing up tall, rolling up on your toes. 1, nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of biceps. I'm starting with my right arm and left arm and right leg this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And our last set of calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to do tricep pulses. I need to fix this a little bit. I don't want you to see the mess that's back there. Not my mess, by the way. Um, so you're going to have your arms straight. Your palms are facing out. You're going to have a slight bend in the knee, slight bend forward, still neutral spine, and we're pulsing. And as you notice, this is not a very high pulse. Keep your arms straight and close together. You don't want them out here. Have them nice and close together. And pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to do toe raises for these. You could do it against a wall or hold it onto your chair. I'm going to do it with my chair today. Just rolling up on your toes and lower in nice and slow. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And our last set of triceps. So bend forward at the knee, bend forward at the hip, neutral spine, light pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you could put your weights away for the time being. I may use them again. Last set of toe raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to do some walks today. I've been doing stepping over the sleeping dog. We'll just take a momentarily break from that, and it never goes away completely. We're going to do tandem walks. I'm going to have a sip of water. So we're going to do 5 forward, 5 backwards, looking straight ahead, not on the ground. Hold on if you need to. Use your arms, however, belly button pulled in, nice, perfect posture. Just 5 forward and 5 backwards. I think I could move up a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this time we're going to do it with a knee lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's move forward, turning our heads side to side. We haven't done that one in a while. Close to the wall if you need to. Nice posture. And we're moving very slowly. I'm not counting. And I'm going to go back this way. I think this is about 2 years we've been doing this particular exercise, and I don't feel that initial dizziness or instability that I initially felt. So let's do that one more time. And backwards, nice and slow. I think I went a little faster than I intended. So we're going to start, before we do our seated inner and outer thigh rotation for a small glute, we're going to do a stand-in farmer's carry. I'm going to do 45 seconds today. So similar to our bicep curls, I want you to try to bring your knee up to hip height and the control down. The other thing that I want you to do is, if you have a tendency to move around while we're doing this, try to stay in the same place. Straight ahead, nice tight grip on your weights, helps with grip strength. that we lose as we get older. So this is one way. There are other ways, and I may bring those into our workout over time. So standing up nice and tall, and we're going to start now. 45 seconds. Make sure you're breathing and that you're not holding your breath, which will make it harder and make your blood pressure go up. So if you want to count while you're doing this, you can, to make sure you're breathing. We have 15 seconds left. Almost done. And that's it. And your heart rate goes up a little bit, not too much with this. So grab your ball again. We're going to do ball between your knees, sitting up tall, holding on if you need to, not hiking up your shoulders, belly button pulled in. We're going to bring your lower leg out. I want you to imagine that you're starting from your hip to do this. So your leg is going to rotate out, your lower leg rotates out as your thighs rotate in. You get a lot of groin work, psoas work. So the focus is on your smaller glute muscles, your medial glute in particular, but we're getting a lot of full leg workout with this. So sit up nice and tall, and 1, we're doing 15, 2, 3, do not push it out further than your leg can go, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And I find those really hard, and I know it's going to be harder on my left side. So sit up tall, belly button pulled in, pressure on the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we're going to do rotations to the side a little bit today. Give myself some room. So still pressure on the ball. Your knees and your hips are not moving. You're going to go to your range of motion. If you can go all the way back, that's fine. We're going to alternate for 10 reps, sitting up tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this time we're going to do it overhead. Also go to your range of motion. If taking your arm all the way back is too much for your shoulder, if you could get up to your ear and looking up at your hand, that's fine. You don't have to don't push yourself through any discomfort at all. So sitting up tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this time, let's put the ball behind our back. I'm going to break up these 2 exercises. I've been doing them as one, but the first one we're going to do is just roll back. And if you notice, my head is moving in line with my shoulder, or moving with my shoulder. I'll just tell you what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to leave your head out here and push your shoulder back. Your head should move back with your shoulder. So belly button pulled in. We're just going to do 10 of these today. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to go forward. So same thing, your head is not moving by itself, which I see a lot of when people are doing ab work in the gym. I'm going to cross my arm. I'm going to roll forward from my shoulder blades, and my head moves with my shoulder. I'm not moving my head independently. Keeping your belly button pulled in. I'm not bending at the waist. I'm just bending at the bottom of my shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to turn around, keeping the ball behind your back. We're just going to do some side bends. We're going to do 10 per side. So you're going to bend at the waist this time. And we're just going to bend to the side. 10, keeping your knees still. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And on the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do one more core workout. Put the ball back between your knees. We haven't done this one in a while. Every time you push the ball in, you're going to bring your belly button in. So slide up so that your hamstrings are off the chair. You're sitting at the very end, sitting up tall, and make sure you're breathing. Start with an inhale, exhale, and 1. Pull your belly button in and push the ball in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we are done with that. Let's see, don't roll away. Let's do rock the boat. So nice wide legs. You're going to just start by moving across your midline. We're going to do 10 slow counts, 10 slow count, picking up your legs. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Zumba just started. I don't know if you can hear it through my headphones, but they're kind of loud today. So for my left leg, I can't stand on that leg for 10 count at this point in time. So I'm going to do a kickstand up and down. If you could do standing on your leg, go ahead. Nice and tall. Use your arms however you want to do it. Finding a focal point helps. So 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm doing the wrong leg. 6. I actually can stand. Let's start again. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm in my camera and I'm doing the wrong leg. So this side I'm doing kickstand. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch to the other side. Stand up tall. Now I can stand on this leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to do our stretch. So sit at the end of the chair so your hamstrings are off. We're stretching our hamstrings and our calf. If you could flex your feet as much as you can, you'll get a deeper calf stretch. And if you could reach your toe, you can pull it towards your face. That helps also. A few deep breaths for each hold. You know, I'm my own director, my own camera person in here, so I have to keep looking up to see where I am and make sure I don't disappear. And switch sides. And sit up tall. We're stretching our hip. Just pull gently on the outside of your knee. And cross your leg over for figure 4. Push gently on the inside of your knee. And switch sides. And figure 4. And let's do our lower back. So I'm doing it this way so you can see that my back is nice and neutral. I'm not rounding or arching it. I'm just going forward as much as I can. My arms are always going to touch the ground. If yours don't, they don't have to. You should feel a gentle stretch in your lower back. And move over to one foot to stretch our QL. I'm not going to pronounce the whole word because I always mess it up. And over to the other side. And we're going to do, you can do yours seated if you want. I'm going to do a hip flexor. So the leg in the back, you're going to tilt that hip up. Your torso is upright. You're still keeping your belly button pulled in. You can push that heel down for stretching the front of your hip down into your quads. And turn it over to the other side. Tuck your hip under. Push that heel down if you can. And arms on the seat of the chair. Your feet under your hip. Push your hip away from your hands for a posterior stretch. And gently roll up. Arms out to the side. Bring your arms behind you. Move your head left to right. Shoulder rolls. And arm circles. Switch direction. And thank you guys so much for coming today. So next week, it's Thanksgiving. There's no class. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you in 2 weeks. And take care, everyone. I'm thankful for you. If we're going to do thanks today, I'm thankful for all of you. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Take care.